many people save because the future is uncertain.
So do you have a savings account?
I do.
I have a holiday savings account.
A holiday savings account.
I do have a savings account.
I try to put a little bit in there every once in a while and try to save up for a rainy day or some trip or some, gadget or something I like to buy down the road.
Every month we put in a certain amount, a certain percentage of what we get paid into our savings account.
A little bit every month. I put a little bit into my savings account and a little bit into other investments.
Maybe around 5%. It just kind of depends on other things that are going on. During the summer, I tend to spend a little bit more money traveling and having fun.
Generally with us, it's just a matter of stashing it away to make sure that we're not spending what we make every month and saving for the future.
We'd like to save for a house in the future. You got to have savings for that, money for down payment and education, and then also just for emergency purposes, really.
The median household in the survey reported wanting to save $5,000 of precautionary savings, or about 11% of its annual income in case of emergency. That's not counting what they'd save for retirement. Lower-income households report wanting to have $2,000 in savings, and high-income households as much as $30,000.
A relatively painless way to increase your savings is to schedule an automatic weekly transfer from your checking account to your savings account. For example, I've set up to have $25 go from my checking into my savings each week. For many people, a small amount weekly is much easier than the equivalent amount monthly. That is, $25 a week for me is somehow easier than $100 once a month. If you put $25 into your savings each week, that comes to 25 times 52, $1,300 a year without really trying.
Now this won't get you to your savings goal immediately, but it's a great way to get in the habit of saving. Start with a dollar amount you won't miss too much. Maybe that's $5 a week, or maybe that's $10 a week. Over time, if you're able to increase your contribution, your savings will really start to add up. If you were able to put aside $100 every single week, by the end of the year, you'd have $5,200 plus interest in your savings account.
Your regular savings account can be readily accessed on demand. It is easy to transfer funds from it into your checking account. You might even be able to access your savings account from an ATM.
Savings accounts typically pay a small amount of interest. Sometimes agreeing to a higher minimum balance can get you a slightly better interest rate. Now, most banking institutions are insured by the FDIC up to $250,000 for a deposit. That means if your bank goes out of business, you still get your money back up to $250,000.
A money market deposit account is a kind of hybrid between a checking account and a savings account. Many allow you to write a check directly from the account, as opposed to transferring money from savings into checking and then writing the check, but you are restricted to 6 or less per month. Typically, it requires a minimum balance, but it also typically pays a higher interest rate than regular savings account. It's also FDIC insured.
A certificate of deposit, or CD, is a time deposit, meaning you agree to leave your money in your account for a specific length of time. That might be 6 months, or it might be a year, or it might be as long as 5 years. Now, a CD is going to pay you a higher rate of interest than your savings account will, but you'll pay a penalty if you want to withdraw your money sooner. CDs are offered by most banking institutions, so you could check to see if your bank has one, and it's a safe way to grow a little bit of extra interest on your savings account. CDs are FDIC insured up to $250,000.